look refreshed. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel good. Body's healthy and the mind feels pretty good leading into the Masters and just major championship season in general. So I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks.
When you know, look at the forecast and you know when you might have, do you worry too? Can you worry too much about
No, I mean, you can't worry too much about that. I think you try and just be prepared for any conditions. But, I mean, as we're out there, like I played the back today and, um, hitting a couple of wedge shots into 13. I think the greens are going to be a little, pretty soft. So hitting some shots where I'm visualizing, the greens being soft and skipping some shots to the back pin, or do I fly it back there? So I think we try to have an idea on what the conditions are going to be like, just to be prepared for it. But I don't think you really worry about it. I don't think worry is the right word. I think it's just more of just being properly prepared by looking at the conditions. If we knew it was going to be sunny all week, then we know the golf course is going to firm out, but we know it's not going to be. It's probably going to have some rain, so it's going to be pretty soft.
and going into Masters, most time you practice that third shot into 13 more this year than
Yeah,
the past?
yeah, it is. I hit a couple more shots than I probably would into that green. For the most part, I've gone for that green in two, as long as I hit it pretty much on grass. I've even hit it from the pine straw a few times, trying to hit the green. So this year is different. We're 35 yards further back, and the one thing I think that I haven't heard a lot of guys mention is just that your second shot is the ball is a lot more above your feet than before. The further you hit that tee shot, the less slope you have to deal with. So today I hit a 4-iron. It felt like the ball was about at knee height. Yesterday I hit a 6-iron and it felt like it was at waist height. So that makes the shot also a lot more difficult. You're hitting from further back, but you're also hitting with the ball a lot more above your feet.
How do you practice that shot if you're not here, kind of in the weeks leading up, or do you not practice it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really practice shots with ball that far above my feet. It's a feel shot. That's what it is. It's not. I think some practice would help, but it's a feel shot, and I think that's what I love about this golf course. It's a shot maker's type of golf course. I think it's an advantage to know how to work the golf ball, and it's something I've had really no issues with my whole career, bending the golf ball both ways and being really creative. So it's a place that I enjoy because of that. You're able to use contours and different things like that.
So you don't go like at home on the range and go on like the side of the range, practice that at all? Or?
I don't. Maybe some guys, prepare for it. I try and just practice some of the tee shots that I might have. But as far as that, again, it's just feel. You choke up on it a little bit and just try and feel the shot. We don't really get faced with that much slope on any golf course. But this week we are faced with it, and you just kind of try and hit the shot as well as you can when you have it.
Do you feel like out of all the players in the field, you have the toughest decisions to make when it comes to the par 3 contest?
Toughest or easiest, depending on how you look at it. I know what not to do. So a lot of guys haven't made huge mistakes yet, so they don't know what not to do yet. No, in all seriousness, it's fun. I like. It's one of my favorite traditions that we have here. I get to have my kids inside the ropes with me and running around the course where they're allowed to. They can get away with running on the golf course. And it just makes it fun. I like that tradition a lot. And I'm looking forward to, in about an hour, we'll be teeing it up here at the par 3 course with all 5 of my kids, and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, good one, because I wasn't even talking about the ankle. I was just about, how do you decide what kid to caddy? Are you going to have them all out there?
I just have them all. Yeah. I just have them all inside the ropes. My oldest is probably going to be carrying the bag, and my official caddy, but we have them all in there. I have my wife in there. It's a big party. So.
Do you have them all line up and read a putt?
Yeah, sometimes, and I'll probably have each one of them might even hit a putt. So, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of fun. That's it. Some guys choose not to play it. Totally understand. It's a tradition that I like a lot, mostly just because I get to have my kids in there. You never really have that opportunity on this type of stage or in this type of event. So, it's a cool tradition for us.
Tony, for the average recreational golfer that gets to play this course, what would you say the hardest shot is on the course?
Yeah, the hardest. There's a lot of hard tee shots, but I would just say number 12. I mean, to hit that green, I don't think you can really respect how narrow it is. It's pretty wide. I would guess it's about 25, 30 yards wide. which is pretty wide for us with an iron, but it's the you got to get the distance right. And when you have, a 9-iron today was an 8-iron, about 160 yards a little into the wind, you got to get that just right. And there's no miss. Hitting it long is not good, and hitting it short obviously is not good. So, I could see amateurs struggling a lot, just trying to hit it on grass, and let alone, escaping the hole with less than a 6. So, it's got all of us. If you play this place enough, it's a hole that you probably won't avoid making a big number on at some point. Hopefully those big numbers are behind me and not in front of me, and I'm able to play it pretty clean this week. Thanks.
Thanks, Tony.